Welcome back. This is Jason from Baseball Card Collection. Today, I am going to talk about how my wife may be dipping her toes into the world of collecting. She joined me at one of the local New Jersey shows, the one in Garfield, New Jersey. I don't know if anybody is near the area, but if you are, it's a great show. I don't know how many tables there are. There's a bunch, and there's a lot of really great vintage that you can find there. A lot of modern. It's a good mix. So if you collect modern, if you collect vintage, it's a great show. That's my endorsement for the Garfield, New Jersey show. Anyway, um, I I figured the best way to get her involved with the hobby would be to have her maybe build a modern set and rip open some packs. Now, I'm a vintage collector. That's what I like. That's what I enjoy. And I figured what would be a good set to get her started on. And why not mix the best of vintage and modern and do a heritage set? So I suggested the 2022 heritage set to get the ball rolling. This was back in April of this year, 2023. If you're watching this at some point in the future, and the reason I suggested that is because I liked the 1973 set. In fact, that was one of the first sets that I built myself. I'll talk about that story at some point in the future in another video, but that's where I suggested that she start. And she agreed. She's like, all right, she's going with the flow. Why not? Let's build a set and start with ripping some packs. So we got a box and we came home, and I just wanted to let her enjoy the ripping of the packs, because we all remember how much fun that was. So she's ripping open some packs, and there's some players that she's recognizing. She's setting them aside, and especially if they were on the Mets. We're a Mets fan household, so we put those aside, and then she rips open a pack, and there's a shiny card in it, one of those chrome refractor type. And I'm not an expert on these, so I didn't know exactly what it was, but of all cards to pull, in her first box she pulled a Shohei Ohtani. I'm gonna show it to you. This is the card that she pulled, and this is when early in the season when he was doing amazing things. Being compared to Babe Ruth with his pitching and his knocking home runs. I mean, he was amazing, amazing. And her first special card is a Shohei Ohtani. Now we're trying to figure out, what do we do with this? He just signed a contract for $700 million. He's not pitching next season, and a lot of people are wondering if he'll ever be the same when he does come back to pitch in 2025. So what do we do with this card? And we're trying to figure that out. Do we keep it? Do we hold it for posterity? Because it's not going to be life-changing money. At best, if we sell the card, we'll be able to buy another box of modern stuff. So we're trying to figure out what to do. But to go back to the story, we put in the cards into a binder. We're doing a binder set. That's the way I like to build sets, and I suggested that she start that way as well. And then we're going back to the Garfield show at a later date, and there was a table with a whole bunch of commons, and she's sitting there going through it, and she's having the time of her life. So she's really enjoying building that set. But the Ohtani came up in conversation very recently. It's like, what do we do with this? And we're trying to bounce ideas around. Obviously, we haven't done anything yet because I just showed you the card and it's still in our possession. So any thoughts, feedback, leave it in the comments. I'd be curious to hear what people have to say. And that's all for now. All right. Hope you all have a great day. I'll speak to you guys soon.